Hello, Nikki from Motor For You here. Today we have a BMW X3. This is a 2-litre M Sport, which is also a hybrid, finished in the colour black sapphire metallic. This car does come with one owner from new. If we take a closer look at the car, you can see just coming across the front bumper there, we have front park distance. We then come round to the side, you can see that we get 19-inch 5 split spoke alloys on this car. If we then start to make our way around the rest of the car, to the rear of the car we have privacy glass, and as we come round to the back, you can see just coming across the rear bumper here we have rear park distance. We then open up the boot. In the boot there is a charging cable because, as I said, this car is a hybrid car. We do also get an electric tailgate, so if we press this button just here, the boot will then close for us. Once inside the car, you can see that we get electric windows all around with your window lock button just below. We also have electric folding mirrors. To the right hand side of the steering wheel is where the headlights are located on this car. As you can see that it's currently selected, we do have the option of automatic headlights. On this car we get a multifunctional steering wheel. On the left hand side is your cruise control, where we have the option of a limiter just up there. On the right hand side you have your volume, we have your changing of stations or tracks, telephone, and then voice control. We have automatic wipers on this car. If we look to the centre console, we have an armrest just here which pops open, and in here we have a charging port as well as a big storage cubby. We then have your dial here which correlates to the screen. We also have your different driving modes selected just there as well. If I push this back, we get 2 cup holders with another storage cubby as well as a 12-volt socket and a USB port. But as you can see, this can be covered over. We then within this car have dual climate control, as we can see by the 2 different numbers there, with the option of AC just in the corner. We also have heated seats for the front passenger and the driver. As you can see, they get 3 different heat options of high, medium and low. If we then look to the screen, you can see that on this car we get a reversing camera. It comes with guidelines giving you a rough idea when you're reversing as to where the car will go. We also get a visual representation just on the right hand side there of the front and rear park distance, and we do also have the option of park assist, which will let you know when the car finds a space. If we then go to the home page, on this car we get 3 home pages. This is what the first home page looks like. We then have the second home page and the last one. We then have the media app, where on this car we have the radio, music collection, Bluetooth audio and screen mirroring. We also have the communications app, which becomes fully functional when you have a phone connected. You'll then be able to access things such as your contacts, and then you'll also be able to make and receive calls through the car. We do get sat nav with this car. This is where you would input your destination, and then this here is what the map for the car looks like. On the right hand side we have a few more options, including your traffic information. We also have a petrol station map just there as well. And we also have the map set up just there. If we then go back to the home page, we then have the apps. On this car we have the BMW Assistance, Service Partner, My BMW, and then also any BMW messages. We also then have the car part of the screen. So at the top is your driving information, where we have the journey data. We also have your sports displays, and then we also have the X view, which we can see just there, and the energy flow, as you can see on the screen just there. We then also have the vehicle status. So this will tell you your tyre pressure, engine oil, any check control messages, which the check control message for this car is the range. We can also plan charging and climate. We can also set different driver profiles, which is quite useful if you have more than one person driving the car, as it will keep things such as your radio station specific to each of the different profiles. And then lastly we have the settings. So under here we have your general settings, which is just your box standard settings. We have your driving modes, so we can choose between Eco, Pro, Sport, your battery control, or we can configure max e-drives. This will mean that the car will run mainly on the electric motor. We also have your exterior lighting. So this is your one-touch turn signal, right or left-hand drive traffic, as well as your welcome and goodbye, door handle lights, welcome light carpet. We have driver assistance within this car, so this includes your pedestrian alert as well as your collision warning, and you can choose for this to be early, medium or late. We then also have your door and vehicle access. You can choose how high the tailgate opens, as well as whether the car locks automatically, locks after you've pulled away, and whether it switches off after the door opens. On this car we do get the option of ambient lighting. As you can see as I scroll down now, you can see that we get a wide variety of different colourways for the ambient lighting, and you can see here that this is where we can adjust the brightness. We also have your climate comfort, so we can do automatic air recirculation. We can also do the seat heating, so this works for the driver, front passenger, rear and left rear passengers. So we can turn on heat seating activation, so this will turn on at a certain temperature. And then lastly, we have the key button assignment. If we then have a look at the seats, here we have the driver's side. We can then come around to the back. We get 3 seats in the back. They have Isofix just running across the bottom just there. We can also bring down the, oh, if I can open it, which I can't, we have climate control in the back, where we do also have heated seats, as we can see just there, for the rear passengers. If you have any questions or queries on this car, please feel free to contact us at Motor4U. Alternatively, you can give us a call on 01580 879 666.